Other new developments this evening in the anthrax scare. The Pentagon sending out live anthrax by mistake. Shipped using FedEx from one base in Utah to 18 labs in the U.S., one overseas in South Korea. Tonight, at least 25 people now taking antibiotics as a precaution. Dr. Richard Besser, who ran the anthrax lab at the CDC, is standing by. But first, ABC senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas asking why were samples sent using FedEx along with everyday packages.
Stand back, you beat them.
Today, nearly 24 U.S. military personnel in South Korea are taking antibiotics after possible exposure to deadly anthrax spores. They unwittingly used live and potentially lethal anthrax in a training exercise just last week. So far, no one has shown signs of sickness overseas or at the 18 affected laboratories in 9 states in the U.S. But tonight, 3 lab workers in Texas, Delaware, and Wisconsin are also taking antibiotics to prevent any infection. The review and search must be thorough because anthrax spores can potentially survive for years out in the open. And there's concern because those samples were transported by FedEx along with everyday packages. The anthrax scare began last March at the Dugway Proving Ground in Utah when a batch of anthrax known as AG1 was bombarded with radiation to render it safe by killing any live spores. But some of those spores survived, alive and potentially deadly. For the next year, shipments of the AG1 batch thought to be safe were sent to 18 labs across the country via FedEx Air. South Korea received its shipment in March. Then last week, a lab in Maryland detected that the AG1 it had received contained live anthrax spores.
Authorities are not sure how many spores survived that initial commercial shipping. But David, tonight we're told that the original batch contained billions of spores.
Pierre Thomas with us tonight. Pierre, thank you. And Pierre asked the central question so many were asking when they learned it was shipped by FedEx along with packages that are sent every single day. Had one of these containers broken open with all those other packages, how long does the anthrax last?
Well, the thing that makes anthrax so dangerous, it can survive in the environment for years, decades. And if you breathe it in, it can survive in your lungs for as long as 2 months before activating and causing a deadly infection. That's why they're being treated with antibiotics for as long as 60 days and being vaccinated.
That's why they're taking those precautions tonight. Rich, thank you.